What's going on, everyone, and welcome back for episode number 38 of Rising Above Adversity AFC Bournemouth, where of course today I have for you a Europa League special as we take on Standard Liège in the first knockout round. But let's talk about the league for a few moments now, guys. This is all so surreal at the moment, but we have a genuine chance of winning the league this season. Since the last episode, we won our two games that we played. First up, we played Manchester United at home. We won it 3-1. We came flying out of the blocks. You can see we scored 3 goals in the first half an hour or so. We even scored a goal in the first minute of the game. United were at 4th coming into this game, I think. And we were brilliant in that one. And then we played Villa away. Now, Villa are bottom of the table at the moment, so you would think that would be a comfortable win, but boy, it was not comfortable whatsoever. I'll show you some of the things that happened in it. You can see there in the 34th minute of the game, Emmanuel Mana goes in. I think he went in 2-footed. I'm not quite sure. It was a disgusting challenge. He got deservedly sent off, and at that point, I was quite worried. I was really worried. And I was even more worried when we went a goal down through Alexander Coquelin early on in the second half. So 1-0 down to 10 men. Surely we couldn't go on and get 3 points. Well, obviously, as you can see, in the 58th minute, Ntep pops up with the equaliser. And then just 2 minutes from time, Anthony Martial off the bench, 2-1. Oh, absolute jubilation. I cannot believe it. And let me show you the league table. You've probably seen it already. Oh, no. We want to go to the league table. You've probably seen it already. Bournemouth, top of the table. Oh, I really don't know how to explain it. 12 games to go in the league, and we're leading by just a single point. But look at the gap we've got over Spurs. We've got a 5-point gap over Spurs. And then we're 7 points ahead of United in 4th. And 8 points ahead of Chelsea and Liverpool in 5th and 6th respectively. I mean, I really don't know what to say. It feels a lot like Liverpool a couple of seasons ago in real life. I mean, no one expected them to win the title, and even when they were in a position where they were in great form, and they were fighting it out, they were up there fighting for the title. People were still expecting them, just to drop off. And of course, they went all the way down to the wire, and of course, everyone knows what happened. But it feels a lot like that. No one expected us to be anywhere near the title race, but the form we're in at the moment, we just seem unbeatable. But we'll see what happens. It's been an absolutely crazy season so far, and I think whatever happens this season, from now to the end of it, this will have to go down as an absolutely brilliant season. But anyway, we're going to shift our focus back to the Europa League game against Standard Liège. We actually got a game in between the two legs against Arsenal. I'm not going to cover that one, but of course I will let you guys know what the result is of that game. Right then, team news. I've decided to rest a few players for this first leg. Of course, we are away in the first leg, but I feel like I've got a team that is more than capable of going to Belgium and winning. Standard Liège are not the greatest of teams. I've had a quick look at their squad. I mean, they're not a fantastic team. I'm not going to underestimate them, but we're more than capable of beating them with the team we've got. So we've got Bardi in goal, back four, Zadrahal, Mamana, Lee Song-yong and Para, Sidachuk and Kubas in central midfield, and Tep on the right, Stanku in the central attacking midfield role, Correa on the left, and Martial up front, resting the likes of Vieto, Nunes and Fekir. Of course, as I said, we've got Arsenal coming up in a few days' time, so we're trying to keep our key players fresh for that one. Again, as I said, we're away in this first leg, so we'll be looking to pick up a few away goals. Standard Liège, again, as I said, are not the greatest of teams, so I'm expecting us to go here and really be on the front foot, be the team that takes stamp our authority on the game, and eventually come out victorious. So early stages of the game, just the first 20 minutes or so, we've been really dominant thus far in the game. You can see with our possession, and we turn that possession into a goal. Anthony Martial, good ball in from Stanku there. Good finish, and we've made our early dominance pay. This is good to see. 1-0. So we're coming towards the end of the first half, and it's Martial again. Free kick whipped in by Correa. It was a little bit of a head nodded on by someone, I think, in there. But it falls to the feet of Martial. He's second of the game. And it's 2-0. I'll talk it through. There it is. Half-time whistle has gone. And I said before the game, I really want us to stamp our authority on this game. And that is exactly what we have done. Good to see Martial. He's actually done really well for us this season. Of course, Vieto, another player who's been brilliant for us. Those two have been... well, Vieto's kind of been the first choice, really. But when Martial's been called upon, he's really done a brilliant job. You saw, I mentioned earlier, the late winner he scored against Aston Villa. So he's popping up with some really important goals. And he's done it again here. 2-0, hoping for more of the same in the second half. And we should be able to kind of wrap this tie up in the first leg, hopefully. So let's get back into the second half. And early stages of the second half, it may be Standard Liège getting a goal back. And they do through Fidelis. Ahmed Fidelis pulls one back for Standard Liège. But we have got those 2 away goals. But hopefully we do not bottle it in this first leg. And we maintain our lead. And as I say that, another highlight is coming straight away. Not another one. Please, no. What are we doing? We've completely switched off in this second half. Oh, no. It's 2-2. An hour gone in the game. We've been so complacent in the second half. They're through again. Di Marta, the scorer of the second Standard Liège goal. I'm really not sure what's going on in this second half. We've completely dropped off. I'm actually going to make a change. I'm going to make some changes. Sergei Sudachuk is having a shocker in this one. I'm going to bring on Benjamin Nunes. And, no, I'm going to leave it at that. No, I'm going to bring off Entep as well. He's struggling out there with fitness. I'm going to make those 2 changes. 2-2, of course, is not the worst result. We've got those 2 away goals. But I'm just really annoyed that we've thrown away a 2-goal lead. But we'll see what happens in these final 27 minutes of the game. And Standard Liège have really been up for it in this second half. And what is going on? Oh my God, it's 3-2. That was an absolute scorcher. He scored his second goal of the game. And I really cannot explain what has happened in this second half. This is really unlike us to you know, be so sloppy defensively. I don't know, but we could get a goal straight away from the kickoff, and it's an awful shot from Correa. But straight after that, Nunes, who's usually a fantastic passer of the ball, it's a poor pass. Standard Liège on the counter-attack, and it seems like I may have... Oh my God, what on earth? What the hell is going on? He's got... Oh my God, I don't believe what is happening here. What, I don't know. I really don't know. This is awful stuff. And there goes the full-time whistle. I guess that second half has made this tie a lot more interesting. It looked like we was going to cruise through this tie. And somehow, we've conceded 4 goals in the second half. And we've got a bit of work to do in the second leg now. I was hoping for that would be going back to the goal stands with a nice little lead there. I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, there it is, 4-2. Another leg coming in a week's time. But of course, we've got that Arsenal game coming up in a few days' time. Hopefully this result doesn't affect our focus in that one. They're also in the Europa League, as you can see there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through the Arsenal game. And then I'll come back for the second leg at home against Standard Liège. So then, thankfully, the collapse against Standard Liège hasn't affected the mindset of our boys, as we've just beaten Arsenal 1-0. Anthony Martial, once again the hero, with a goal from the spot. I'll show you the stats from the game. It could have been a lot more comfortable. You can see we're much better of the 2 sides. Arsenal have really struggled this year. You can see they're all the way down in 8th. So we remain top of the table in the Premier League. But of course, we've got that second leg against Standard Liège coming up in a few days' time. We've got a 2-0 deficit to overhaul, but we've got those 2 away goals. So it should make for a very, very interesting second leg. So then, before I get into today's team news, you may have noticed after the Arsenal game that Man City had a game in hand. Now, they drew at home to Southampton. So we currently have a 3-point lead at the top of the table. Guys, I'm trying not to get giddy here. But it's really hard. Anyway, we need to focus on this Standard Liège game. We've got a tough task ahead of us, and this is the team. We've got Bardi in goal, back four of Debuchy, Reed, Mamana and Para. Lee Song-yong is suspended for this one after picking up too many yellow cards. Then we've got Sudichuk and Kubas in the middle, and Tep on the right, Nunes in central attacking midfield role, Correa on the left, and Vieto up front. 4-2 down form the first leg. I'm hopeful that, we can turn this one around. I mean, we're more than capable of winning 2-0 at home, but if we defend like we did in the second half of the first leg, then we will be crashing out of the tournament, which would be upsetting, really. I really want us to progress in this tournament, but we'll see what happens. Second leg of this Europa League tie, crucial game, so let's get into it. So we're in the 11th minute of the game, and the first thing that's happened is Sergei Sudichuk has picked up an injury. That is not good news at all. He's really the only kind of ball-winning midfielder that we've got in the team. Kubas is not that bad in that role, so I'll put him there. And I'm not going to bring on Fekir. His fitness isn't great, so I'm actually going to bring on Stanku. I'm going to move him further up the pitch, and I'll drop Nunes back into central midfield, and we'll get back into the game. Still 0-0, very early stages, as I said. Nothing happened whatsoever so far, so we'll make those changes and we'll get back into the game. So half an hour gone in the game, and there's not been a single highlight, so I'm switching to attack, and we need at least 2 goals in this one. And so far we don't look like we're gonna get those 2 goals, so I'm gonna change to attacking. Hopefully that can give us a bit more impetus going forward, and we can create some more chances. And not too long after making that change, we could have a chance as Debuchy plays it to Nunes. Nunes with the effort, it's a good save. It's an effort from Ntep. I think it hit the post. It was bobbling about, and it remains 0-0. We're coming towards the end of the first half, so I'm going to stay with it. We've been dominant in terms of the possession and with the shots as well. We've been the better of the two sides, but we haven't managed to make the breakthrough yet. I'm going to tell the players to show a bit of desire. They've got to give me more. Do they want to go through in this tournament? So far, it doesn't look like they do. I mean, we've got the players, so much attack and talent out there to win this game, and so far it just hasn't come together. But I'm not going to make any more changes at half time. I'll leave it how it is. I'll leave that on attacking, and hopefully we show a bit more in the second half. Early stages in the second half, we could be about to create a chance. Vieto walks into the box, and what a finish! Luciano Vieto's 22nd goal of the season. That was a beautifully powered finish there, and we're on the attack once again, looking for that second goal. The attacking mentality is working so far. Mamana really advanced up the pitch, whacking Correa with the shot. It bounces, it falls to the feet of Ntep, and he powers in his 12th goal of the season. And as it stands, we are going through on away goals. What a start to the second half it's been. 2-0. 75th minute now. We could be looking to wrap up this game. Of course, we're still in a kind of precarious position, but the ball's whipped in by Correa. Ntep gets his second goal of the game. It's 3-0. It's 5-4 on aggregate. We've put ourselves in a great position to go through in this tie now. I'm going to take off attacking now, actually. And, I don't know, actually. I really don't know. Do I change anything? I'm going to change. I'm going to go to control. 3-0 up. We've put ourselves in a really good position. This has been a fantastic second half. Massive contrast to the first leg. And hopefully we can see this one out and progress to the next round. The full-time whistle blows at the goal stands. We have successfully overturned that deficit from the first leg. What a performance, particularly in the second half. We were amazing. 3-0 win on the night. 5-4 on aggregate. The players done what I knew they could do. And we turned up at the crucial moment in this one to put ourselves in the next round. Goal from Vieto, 2 goals from Ntep sees us through to the next round. So I'm not sure when the draw is actually for the next round. Who have we got? I think the draw for the second leg, yeah, we've got Ajax in the next leg. So I think the best thing to do is to continue this theme of showing Europa League games. We've got Chelsea in between the first leg, between this game, and the first leg of the next round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back for the second knockout round. And if we continue in the Europa League, I'll continue showing the Europa League games and then talking you through my progression in the league. And then as we get towards the right back end of the league season, if we're still in the title race, we might have a little title showdown at the end of the season where I'll take you through the end of the season games. But we're not going to think about that now. Focus on the immediate future anyway. But I'm going to wrap this episode up for now. If you enjoyed us progressing to the next round of the Europa League, be sure to leave this episode a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel just yet, please do subscribe to the channel. But for now, it's been the Halfback, and I'll see you guys in a bit.